Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. This is Amber Duggar, founder of Profit for Keeps, and I'm so excited about today's video. This is part 3, the conclusion of the energies of money, the marrying the masculine and the feminine. And I'm just so grateful for all of you who have come to this community, who continue to engage, and that are really on a mission to pursue health when it comes to our relationship with money, the way that we think about money, and really allowing it to be a resource for living a beautiful life. So if you're new here, welcome. You have landed on an incredible space where we focus on really creating a non-judgmental place and community to talk about money and to break down the taboo of not talking about it. I really do believe that it is something that for so many, honestly, generations, we have discussed money as something that either we don't talk about or something that is so complex that only the elite and the educated and the privileged can learn about. And I really do believe that it has been to suppress people, to not allow them to really fully understand and know what is available. So this is all about really coming into a place where you can recognize that money is simple. And, my background is in business and finance. And what really stood out for me when I was in school was how ridiculously complex things were made just for the sake of making it complex. And I think that those days are over. Why not join the movement of empowering yourself with this knowledge, empowering yourself with being able to take control of your own situation, of being able to understand what is available to you, and recognize that money is really an energy. It's something that really can help us just live a life that we truly desire. And so that's why we talk so much about the energy of money, about what that really means, and much less about tax codes, because that can be something your accountant can make sure to remember. But here we're talking about cash flow, we're talking about mindset, we're talking about really practical solutions for running a business when it comes to really understanding your cash flow. And so this is part 3 of Energies of Money. So this is the feminine side of money. Last episode, we talked about the masculine side of money. So if you're interested in watching that, go ahead and see the links below. There's a part 1, part 2, and now this is part 3. Okay, so I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful holiday. I hope that you had a wonderful new year. And I'm just wishing you and your family all the best for 2023. This is an expansive year. This is a year where really we've gone through a lot of change and a lot of craziness over the last couple of years. And this one, I believe, is also going to be one of change, but also one where we can really embrace what it is that we care about most. And that's why I'm so excited about today's topic, because I felt so strongly about the term profit for joy that I actually went and got it fully trademarked. The reason for that is I believe it's at the core of everything we do. So this conversation today on the feminine side of money really talks about feeling into what it is that we desire, calling in the resources of that of which we desire. Now, we absolutely cannot ignore the masculine side. In fact, the key to manifestation is really balancing the masculine and the feminine. So what the heck does that mean? It means that unless we have both an embodied feeling of that of which we desire and take inspired action, that's the sweet spot. The action piece is the masculine, the feeling, intuitive piece is the feminine. So a couple of years ago, I actually made a list of all the words associated with the masculine side with our program Profit for Keeps and with money in general, and all of the words associated with the feminine side. And so last week I talked about more the masculine side. This week I'm just going to read off some words that really describe what profit for joy, what profit for keeps, what the feminine side of money is. Connection. Just feel that word for a moment, connection. Creating space for what matters. Divine blueprint and the discovery process of that. For those that may not have heard that concept before, it's really just stepping into what really gives you that flow state and allowing you to really touch as many hearts as possible while feeling as if time doesn't even exist. That's when you know you're living your purpose. It doesn't have to be some grand thing, right? We have in our minds sometimes that this divine blueprint must mean that we're going to be the Dalai Lama. But we all have our own Dalai Lama within us. We all have our own divine blueprint within us. So divine blueprint. Living your purpose, which really supports that. Healing relationship with money. Becoming aware of our relationship with money. Understanding the nuances and the intricacies of our relationship with money. Increasing and being aware of our set wealth point. That's a whole video in itself. So leave a comment below if that's something you want to hear more about. Rewriting your money paradigm. That's a huge one. I grew up in a family that was extremely frugal, and that was something that I needed to rewrite, because I do believe that there is always enough for everyone, and there's always enough where it comes from, and it's so important to engage in the beautiful karmic cycle of money. So that does mean receiving and spending money. Spaciousness. Isn't that a beautiful, juicy word? Spaciousness. That's the feminine side. Deep soul nourishment. When we're living in that balance between the masculine and the feminine, we do feel this deep soul nourishment. It allows us to really feel at ease with our financial situation, with our work situation, with our life situation. Doesn't mean there's not contrast, doesn't mean that there's not both the dark and the light, but it allows us to really appreciate when we are in the light. Vitality, love, kindness, meditation. So really meditating on the energy of money can really be a beautiful feminine action. Self-love, self-care, presence, raising consciousness, quantum leaps, 5D, embracing the importance of balancing the masculine and feminine aspects of money. Just even knowing that that's something that we want to pursue is such a beautiful feminine awareness of money. I have down here EFT, which if any of you are familiar with tapping or the emotional freedom technique, it's a beautiful way to really kind of unearth some of these hidden traumas that we hold onto money and allow it to surface and be released. And now that we're at the end of the lunar year, this is a beautiful time to do that. We're coming upon the new moon. There's so many more here. Oh my gosh, this could be like a 30-minute video, and I want to keep this shorter. So I'm just going to start reading the rest of the list here. Vulnerability, safe space, flow, expansion, healing, soul, heart, divine purpose, growth, being held, alignment, rising tides, dancing with all elements of life, fluid purpose, progressive, evolver, being held around and surrounded with this beautiful knowing that we are divinely supported. Dreams, manifesting in current reality. What this does not mean is it doesn't mean that we're demonizing the masculine. It doesn't mean that we're getting step-by-step instruction of how to. This is a feeling. This is a beautiful intuitive process. There's no religious affiliation. There's no political affiliation. It's not strategy. It's not ego, right? So feminine sides of money is really feeling this embodiment. And this can be done as a male, as a female, as anyone. You don't need to think of thinking of how you identify as whether or not you hold this. We all hold this. If you are human and have a body and a soul, then you are holding both the masculine and feminine sides of money. So what I want you to think about is how you can bring more aspects of both of these into balance. I would love to hear in the comments below if you've heard of this concept before, if you've heard of the concept of balancing the masculine and feminine. And if you haven't heard of it, what comes up for you when you're hearing this? I would love to hear. Now, if you haven't been part of our beautiful community in Facebook, it's called Sweet Life Purposeful Money. I would love to see you over there. You can go to amberdugger.com/community. It's free, and we are really ramping up to do some beautiful things in 2023. We have a certification for the first time ever. It's been asked for years. We're launching that this spring. We're also going to be doing another round of Profit for Keeps. And if you are wanting to really step into your relationship with money, as well as have a practical, more masculine framework for your cash flow, you want to stick around. Okay, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget, it helps so much for you to like this video if you felt like it really helped you and we found value out of it, to share it with those that you think would really help, kind of help their journey along with money. And just know that I am so grateful for each and every comment, for each and every like, and for each and every share, and really just for you spending your time with me today. This is my mission. I know it's my mission to help eradicate the financial anxiety around money. We all have the ability to be good with money, and I'm holding that belief for you. All right, my dears, until next time, much love to you. Talk soon.